Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly developer diary. So for this week I've got a bit of pixel art to show you, so I'll just go through it real quick. So as you saw last week, I created this walking animation for when the player is walking down, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks pretty well. So for this week I made a walking to the side animation. I'll just play it real quick. As you can see, I made the feet a little bigger when doing the walking animation, just make it more clear to the player and just more visually clear. And as you can see, the player's hand and arm swings a little bit. So obviously it wouldn't be this zoomed in the game. In the game, the player would be, roughly about this size, probably about this size. And at that size, it looks quite good. I'm quite happy with it. The only thing I'd maybe change is I might want to maybe make it so the ponytail maybe flows out a bit. Maybe something like this. So I just change this real quick. Maybe I make that the same on 2 frames in a row just so it looks a bit better. So let's change that real quick. How's this look? Maybe something along those lines. So I might want to make some sort of change where just the hair bobs back a bit. I think that looks okay, but I'll probably mess around with that. Just see what I can make out of it. But overall, I'm fairly happy with this. And I'll be able to reuse a lot of this sprite for walking the other direction. The only difference is going to have to be that, as you can see, the player isn't completely symmetrical, so the main thing will just be changing the player's hair and making sure the bag strap is over their shoulder and the actual bag isn't there, as you can see there. So other than that walking animation, I've also done a bit of work on the tile set, as well as some more ideas, just getting story ideas down. So for the third chapter being based on a beach, I made a few beach related tiles, like a sand tile and a basic water tile. And obviously the water tile would probably be animated. It'd probably just be a simple, these little ripples will just move from like side to side very slowly. Other than that, I've created just like a basic stone tile here, which I might want to make some changes to, so I don't think it's the best. So I'm probably going to do a bit of work on that one. But other than that, I made this little ice tile here, which from a distance looks quite good, as well as just a bit of like a tough, long bit of grass sticking out. That's just like a variant of the grass tile. So I'll probably do a few variants of the grass tile, so maybe I'll do one that has some flowers on, one which has a few like long ferns sticking out, just to add a bit of diversity. Other than that, I made some pebbles as a tile, just some rocks and pebbles that would be on the floor. A small rock that would just be placed in the world, maybe like outside a cave or just on a mountain. There's just rocky outcrops, as well as a much bigger boulder, as you can see. Yeah. So I think these three, for example, would fit quite well into the second chapter of the story, which is planning to take place in a cave as like the main dungeon area. So that'd probably be where I'd use these tiles, as well as this ice one. So that's all I've got done this week. But as for next week, so I've been a little busy this week with uni stuff. As for next week, my main plan is I want to finish the player walking animations. So I'll just do one for facing the other direction, as well as one for the player walking up that shouldn't take too much time. And then I'm going to try and create some tile-based movement and just maybe hook up the animations. Or at the very least, I'll get a tile-based movement down and start painting some of the sprites just to see how they look actually in-game and see if I need to make any changes. So that's what I plan to do for the coming week. is actually making a start in the Unity now, because I've been doing quite a lot of pixel art and not much programming in terms of the game project. Since I've got a good start on the pixel art now done, and I've got a majority of the, or well, most of the main story elements narrowed down. So now I'm probably going to be moving into doing a bit more programming. So all the time I would have spent on coming up with the story ideas is probably going to be spent on programming, as well as still just working on the art. So it's still a fair amount of art to do. For example, I've not done any enemy character art in a while, such as when I did this Triceratops or this Pachysaurus tree variant. So I definitely need to do some more enemy types, as well as I need to make a start on animating the player in battle, which I have some ideas for. So that's all for this week. So again, next week I'm going to be doing some stuff in Unity, and I guess I'll see you all next week. Alright, peace.